Yes.
Okay, I'm making it full.
Welcome, welcome, third Incohis 2023 Congress. Welcome again. Welcome, dear Ahmed. Welcome, dear Flora from Albania, and Ahmed from India, and dear Zaleha from Malaysia. Welcome again. First of all, I would like to invite dear Ahmed.
Thank you,
Okay, if
Dr.
you are
Mustafa.
ready, please
Yes.
go on, please.
Yeah. So can you hear my
Okay.
PPT? Can you see my PPT?
Yes, you
Yeah,
can see
it's
your presentation.
yeah. So
Okay.
thank you so much for giving this invitation, and thank you so much for meeting all the friends. We have become a regular. So without spending any time, I'll start. So I'll keep it to less than 10 minutes, I hope. So my topic is ribose-induced glycation and its suppression by Nigella sativa extract. So briefly, I'll we know that hyperglycemia is implicated in or high blood sugar is a trademark of diabetes. So all the types of diabetes have these common features like hyperglycemia, and consequence of that hyperglycemia is glucotoxicity. So if there is a sustained hyperglycemia, it leads to accumulation of undesired products due to excess amount of glucose which is present in the blood. However, the modern theory of diabetes suggests that the reason behind diabetes and secondary complications of diabetes are oxidative stress and glycation, which together are implicated in many pathophysiological conditions. So when there is a diabetic hyperglycemia, this sugar, which is in high concentration, is a reducing sugar. It alters or it modifies the structure of many proteins by various ways. You can see protein acetylation, nitrosylation, and so on. One of them, these modifications is protein glycation, which is a direct manifestation of the reductive nature of glucose, unlike the other protein modification process. So the glycation can be defined as a spontaneous non-enzymatic amino-carbonyl reaction between sugars and long-lived proteins, lipids, and nucleic acids. So basically, it's an interaction between the carbonyl group of the sugars and the nitrogenous group of or amino group of the nitrogenous proteins. So what happens? This process occurs normally also when the blood, the sugars and proteins are in circulation. But the consequences of process is realized when there is a sustained hyperglycemia. So you can see this scheme, sugar and protein, they interact and lead to generation of SIF base. Then these SIF bases are modified and they lead to production of Amadori products and more reactive dicarbonyl products and heterogeneous advanced glycation products. So these AGEs or advanced glycation products cause the structural and functional alteration of proteins and other biomolecules by some of these mechanisms like precipitation of proteins, cross-linking of proteins, aggregation, and so ultimately leading to the structural and functional loss of biomolecules and more importantly, proteins. So one of the very common products which we know as glycated hemoglobin as a result of this process of glycation, which is non-enzymatic, is glycated hemoglobin, and diabetics go for this measurement. The normal level of HbA1c is 4 to 6%, that represents 70 to 100 milligram of glucose. So anyone having more than 6%, it means that person has been diabetic for last 2 to 3 months, because the hemoglobin is the life half life, the shelf life of hemoglobin is 120 days. So it's a very good parameter which is measured for diabetic because it gives a history of diabetes for last several months, unlike other parameters like fasting and postprandial. So you can see that this glucose molecules, they bind to the glycated hemoglobin. So my plant which we are working on is Nigella sativa, that is also known as black cumin. It is has been mentioned in the literature for several decades or several centuries. It's a miracle plant and so on. Uh, the property of this, the health benefits of this plant is basically because of this bioactives. Like one of the major one is thymoquinone, which has been shown to in the recent uh, literature. It possesses anti-inflammatory, antihistaminic, or anti-diabetic, and so on. So what we have done, we have prepared the Nigella sativa extract, aqueous extract, and we have checked the effect of this in the glycation. So as I mentioned, you can have different sugars. We have selected D-ribose, which has been shown to be more reactive than the glucose, and it's a physiological sugar. So what we have done, we have incubated ribose and BSA. So that is the glycation system, and then we have added Nigella sativa aqueous extract. So you can see that Nigella sativa, this glycation leads to a change in the absorbance of the protein that leads to hyperchromicity. And when we, you can see the top one, when we add this uh, Nigella sativa extract, the hyperchromicity is reduced. Then we went on to measure the uh, early glycation products that is known as fructosamine content, and we could show that there is a suppression by almost 27%. And we have also used an approved standard drug that is known as aminoguanidine. Here it is written as AG. We have compared our results with the standard approved drug, although it has been withdrawn from the approved drug for glycation because of its side effects. So you can see that AG or aminoguanidine suppress the early glycation products by 39%. Then we measure the late state, that is protein oxidation, and the method is known as DNPH by carbonyl content. You can see here that again the suppression is by more than 31% or 32%. And you can see here that AG has also suppressed it by more. 14 BSA, the action BSA performs many actions in the body. It has antioxidant potential, stress activity, and so on. And the group which is responsible for this is thiol group, SH group in the BSA. We have shown that as we proceed with the glycation, there is a reduction in the thiol group content, means the antioxidant potential of BSA is lost. However, when we add this NSE, it uh, retains the, it causes the BSA to retain the thiol group. That's a good, that's a very good marker. So then we use the spectrophlorometric method to measure the total fluorescent edges. We can show here that there is a significant increase in the amount of fluorescent edges produced in the system. The top line shows that, and in the presence of Nigella sativa aqueous extract and AG, there is significant production. However, this is more significant in the presence of aminoguanidine, but quite comparatively in the presence of these are the some of the fluorescent edges: arch pyrimidine, pentosidyl, vesper lysine, and crossline. And we showed that the maximum suppression was observed for arch pyrimidine. Then glycation induces aggregation, and here we have shown that aggregation increases with the incubation of the proteins, and we could show maximum aggregation on 28 days. Then we have shown that this aqueous extract suppresses the glycation induced aggregation. We have used two methods. One is Congo red and the thioflavin T. We could show that by 40% and 52% the suppression is that, and in case of AG, the suppression two different methods is 53% and 63%. So this summarizes the effect observed for the BSA ribose system and the presence of AG and Nigella sativa aqueous extract. They suppress the glycation and aggregation in a comparative manner. Then we measure the aggregation of the proteins by electrophoresis method. Plane one is BSA, And lane 2 is the aggregated protein, which is shown after 28 days in the presence of D-ribose. And in the lane 3 and lane 4, lane 5, 4 and 6 shows the glycated protein in the presence of AG and aminoguanidine and Nigella sativa extract. We could show that there is no aggregation in the presence of aminoguanidine and Nigella sativa extract. Then finally, we check the effect of aminoguanidine and Nigella sativa extract on the DNA damage, because glycation has been shown to uh, cause the damage of the DNA through two routes. One is the glycation adduct formation and the other one is through oxidative stress. So we could show that DNA is damaged. Lane 2 is uh, lane 1 is the PBR standard plasmid, and lane 2 is the damaged where you can see that supercoiled form is converted to circular form, and this damage is suppressed or reversed by the in the presence of lane 4 and lane 6. You can see aminoguanidine and Nigella sativa extract. So these work have been published in some of the journals here. So coming to conclusion, N-sativa seed extracts, that is aqueous, which we have presented here, has significant anti-glycating properties. This is also significant for prevention of secondary complications of diabetes and can be used for preventing protein aggregation mediated neurological disorders. As I mentioned, that glycation is implicated in various pathophysiological like neurodegenerative disorders, and the presence or this aqueous extract can also be helpful in the prevention of glycoxidative damage of DNA and protein oxidation. So these are my students and my collaborators, and the fundings I acknowledge. Tashakkur Aldarim, thank you for your patient listening.
Thank you very much, dear Ahmed. Thank you for valuable and the other good best practice knowledge. Thank you very much again. Okay, dear Ahmed,
So if
please
there is
stop
any
share.
no question, yeah, I'll stop sharing.
Okay. Okay, dear Zaleha, are you ready? I'd like to invite you. Please share your presentation. Sorry, your voice is closed, and I'm going to please your microphone. Please open your microphone. Your microphone is closed.
Okay, I open my
Here's Zaleha.
yeah.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
can see my slide?
I can hear now. Yes, I can hear now.
Okay, what about
Okay,
my
dear
slide?
Zaleha, please first, yes, thank you very much. Dear Zaleha, please first you can give your information about information, please, and the other presentation. Okay.
Okay, you can see my slide now?
Yes, we can see. Yes, no problem.
So I can start my presentation?
Yes, okay. Please.
Okay, good evening, everyone. How are you? I'm Zaleha Muhammad from University of Malaysia, Terengganu. I will share with you our topic today, tourism industry in Malaysia. Before I start further, let me share in brief my a little bit about me, my profile. I'm a senior lecturer at Faculty of Business, Economic and Social Development in University of Malaysia, Terengganu. And my research interest is about tourism, island tourism, community-based tourism, sustainable tourism, tourism development, and also tourism management. Okay, without further ado, I will start my presentation about tourism industry in Malaysia. Tourism industry in Malaysia is a multi-sectoral activity that require input of an economic, social, cultural, and environmental nature and generate employment directly and indirectly with the growth in other related industry. The bit about background. Malaysia is a multi-cultural and federal constitutional monarchy in Southeast Asia Geographically, the country is surrounded by Brunei, Indonesia, Singapore, and Thailand, and made up of two regions: Peninsular Malaysia, which lies between Singapore and Thailand, and East Malaysia across the South China Sea on Borneo Island. Malaysia has a tropical climate, which is generally warm around the year, with temperature ranging from 21 to 32 Celsius. This natural endowment itself along the beach and island are some of the factors that attract tourists. Currently, the tourism sector is an important contributor to the economy and is identified as one of the major sources of foreign exchange earning and catalyst to the economic growth. We have now Tourism Malaysia Marketing Plan 2022 until 2026. This is based on Tourism Malaysia Strategic Direction, which has been compiled in the Tourism Malaysia Strategic Plan 2022 until 2026. It is developed by taking into account the country brand policy, market and travel trend, available resources, budget, network, trade and economic policy, travel formalities, technology know-how, manpower skills, and support from the stakeholders at both international and domestic level. Okay, let me share with you three markets for tourist arrival to Malaysia in 2020, which is the highest from Singapore, secondly from Indonesia, and third from China. The main contributor to the overall expenditure of foreign tourists in 2020 is firstly from Singapore, second from China, and third from first from Singapore, second from Indonesia, third from China. Next is India, and lastly, number 5 from Thailand. Okay, 5 most popular states in 2020 visited by the tourists. First is Pahang, then followed by Perak. Next is Selangor, Johor, and lastly, number 5 is Kuala Lumpur. So let me share with you our tourism product, which I focus on Terengganu, my state, because of the limited time. So I will share with you about our product in Terengganu. Terengganu is one of the states in Malaysia. We have Terengganu Drawbridge, which is only one in ASEAN at the moment, ASEAN country, Drawbridge, located in Malaysia, Terengganu. Then we have next is Islamic Civilian Park, which is mainly monument represent Islamic countries, such as one of the monument here is Blue Mosque. Blue Mosque in Turkey, we have the monument here. Then next we have Terengganu is also Malaysia famous for island. So we have two top island which is visited by the tourists, which is Perhentian Island and Redan Island. These two islands famous for scuba diving and snorkeling. In Redan Island, you can also play with turtle. Next is Lake Kenyir. Lake Kenyir is famous for natural environment and houseboat. And tourists come here to enjoy the view. Next, we also have Terengganu Cultural Village. This famous for cultural activities. Next, we have Kenyir Elephant Conservation Village. This is for tourists who enjoy conservation, especially with animal and elephant. You can play with elephant here. Next is City Wetland. Here, famous for, this one is boardwalk. So you can enjoy the environment here. And also famous for mangrove. You can see here the mangrove. Then you can walk in between. Next, we have Kalang Warisan, where tourists can enjoy kayaking here. Then we have Bukit Maras, where you can tourists come here for paragliding and also hiking. Next, we have Little Amazon at Sungai Brang. This one for those who enjoy the natural activities as well. Then we have Bukit Bubus, where for extreme activities like paragliding. People who like adventurous can come to Bukit Bubus. Then we have also, for those who like cultural, we also have a gamelan concert. for cultural, one of the Malaysia cultural activities. And next, we also have turtle tourism, where you can play with turtle and how we conserve the turtle. Here, you can tourists can also register and volunteer in this turtle tourism product. We have one island, which is in Redang Island, where we welcome a volunteer to be part of the program. And last but not least, due to limited time, the last product I can share is Poh Island in Kenyah, where this welcome tourists who like fishing activities. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, Dirzala.
Yeah. I
Thank
hope that
you.
you can.
Thank you very much, Dirzala.
Okay.
Thank you
Any
for
question?
valuable and best practice information. Thank you. Please again stop share.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Dear Flora, are you ready?
Yes, of course. Thank you very much.
Okay, dear Flora, I want to add to 5 stars because all congress you are here. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for best collaboration and support.
Thank you
again.
very much. Thank you
Okay.
for not forgetting to invite me in all your conferences. It's an honor for me to be in each conference of you, and I promise that I will be always.
Thank you very much. Okay, please share
Okay.
your presentation, dear
Mm,
Flora.
I see that the format has changed. The share is up, not down, I think. Let's try. Screen
Can you
window.
see share button?
Yes, I select the tab.
Right tab and share.
Yes, I see share, but window. Yes.
Please open your window full screen and
Yes,
right tab.
yes.
Okay.
Do you see?
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
See.
thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Please.
If I am from the economic field, I have to present a paper that is related with the transformation of banking industry and new growth opportunities in Albania. And the objectives of the study are to analyze the factors that contribute to the transformation of banking industry in terms of digitalization, to analyze the role of the Albanian banking industry to the economic growth, to point out the main challenges that Albanian banking industry will face in the next decades and its role in creating new growth opportunities in the future. Something short related to the literature review that is related with the title of the paper that is related with the banking industry and economic growth. Researchers who study the bilateral relationship that exists between the development of the financial industry and economic growth are divided in 2 main groups. The first group is Schumpeter in 1911 and Levin in 1997. And the second one is related with Robinson with 1952. The first one underlines the role of the financial system and its services as key elements that promote economic growth through challenging the funds and saving towards more productive investment. The second group is related with underline that the country's economy development is the one that positively affects the growth of financial products, and as a result of this, the country's financial development simply follows its economic growth. Other one is Patrick in 1966 66, which explains the link of financial development and economic growth, analyzing it in two directions, in the side of demand following and in the side of supply leading. Also, an important has been in literature in our paper. In my paper has been also the role of the Bank of Albania, and especially the researchers from Bank of Albania that have stated that the development in the financial market and real markets are positively closely related to each other in the short and the long run. Transformation of the banking industry during this last decade, the Albanian banking industry has increased its role in terms of contribution to economic development and macroeconomic stability. Secondly, has been the main funder of government debt and business need for investment. Third, has been developing many modern banking services and products, ranging from credit card to banking, mobile banking, and e-commerce, has maintained a growing trend of total assets and net profit thanks to healthy financial conditions. These are two graphs that show us the Albanian Association of Banks in 2021. The information has been taken from the World Bank, and the second one is the real growth of GDP in Albania. As we can see, the total assets and investment in government securities by banking sector is only in increase, with some decreases in the period of pandemic. That is shown also on the second graph in 2020. That is a deep decrease of this in 2020, but after this year is again increasing. Related to contributions in annual credit in percentages, we see that the role of the banking industry has been always increasing, and also the net profit of banking sector in the second graph show again that this net profit of banking sector is only increasing during these 15 past years. Also, the next two graphs to show the increase of electronic payments against paper form. That's electronic payments. That means that banking, electronic payments, etc., are increasing. That means that the population now, the population of Albania now use more e-banking and not cash banking or payment banking that are small if we compare with electronic payments. And year after year, these percentages are going higher. The last two graphs show the development of ATMs in the different cities of Albania. That this means that people are more fond of the e-payments that to go in the bank and to lose time to make different actions. So we see that debit cards, also the debit cards, credit cards, e-money cards are also increasing during these 15 last years. A role of Bank of Albania and government in the banking industrial transformation. Of course, that the Bank of Albania is the only government bank that control the action of all banks of secondary secondary banks, has been working to implement the action plan of the National Small Value Payment Strategy during the period to 2018-2023, with the aim of modernizing this market and expanding the financial involvement of the population and the use of electronic payments on the Albanian market. During the COVID-19, the bank took fast measures mainly related to the elimination of costs for the use of home banking services, for carrying out remote transfers by bank customers in the national currency for a 2-month period from starting to the pandemic, and after this, the adoption of a new law for payment services that include in the legal framework of the financial fields as an important directive of the European Union. The Direct Debit Regulation and the Payment Services Act created a prudent framework for consumer protection. The challenges that the banking industry is expected for the future to face in the next decade are related to technological and innovative adaptation, informality, financial education, the regulatory framework, and cyber security. As conclusion, we can say that the digital transformation of the Albanian banking industry has been running fast, increasing the role and positive contribution to Albanian and giving a positive contribution to Albanian economy. More coordination of decision making of government and Albanian banking industry is needed because of the ongoing challenges such as cash economy, moderate level of financial education for banking services, risk of cyber attack, etc. Firms and consumers so that they are available to adapt their behavior to the new doing business model. So banking sector is the key actor to facilitate the creation of the new growth model for Albanian economy. And thank you. This was my presentation, short one.
Thank you, dear Flora. Okay. Last speaker is Flora. Thank you very much. Thank you again. Wish you all of you be here. Maybe next Congress we will start. We will end process. If you wanted to say any question, please. You have a question, dear Zaleha?
Thank you, Dr. Mustafa, for having me here, be part of your team. I hope that we can collaborate in the future again. Not only limited to the conference, and maybe other as well, like research or collaboration papers. Same goes to the other participants tonight. Flora, Ismail, Yusuf, Boros, Ahmed, yeah, I think one of them is Ahmed. So I enjoy meeting all of you tonight.
Okay.
Thank you.
You have a question to Flora because
yes. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, I hear you.
Zaleha?
Oh, question to Flora. Okay, maybe
Yes.
I have one question, Flora. How actually what's the stage of digitalization at your bank at the moment?
Yes, in my presentation, it was some graphs that told that the phase of digitalization. That means that in mostly are working hard for the digitalization. Is not, of course, 100% because the digitalization is a new area in the banking system, and but according to the director of the Bank of Albania, that is the only state bank, because the bank of second level are private, but the Central Bank of Albania control all their activity, and so they can't do nothing if the Bank of Albania, Central Bank of Albania, gives them the permission. Okay, So according to the director of the bank, all the banking system is working hard for the digitalization, starting from the e-cards, from the action in the bank that now in general people, the clients are going to make payments by internet, by cell. So I do a lot of payments by cell because I have from my bank I have here, look, uh, if you see, I have
Please right, move right. Please move right. Please move right or left. Sorry. Me on right and you left.
okay, can you see?
Okay. Yes.
Yes, I
Yes.
can do here everything from my phone and not going out from home. And this is from the one of the better most important banks in Albania, is a Turkish one, just to know. And I can do everything from here. So as me make too much people because not have time to lose to stay in the bank to wait, or only the people that are in old age can go there because can't use this new application in the cell. But in generally the businesses, the people, young people do everything by phone and take money cash from the ATM and not go in the bank and do. So I think that the digitalization in Albania is going fast.
Zalaha, please open your voice, open your mic. Sorry.
Meaning
Open
that you
your
already started. Okay,
microphone.
meaning that
Yes,
you
yes.
already started your online banking, everything. Just for only for a few people, which are old generation, which is still in the process of using it, right?
Sorry, didn't hear so good. I use for payments, we use for salary,
Please
we use
repeat
for
again, please.
I am
Meaning,
okay.
meaning the online banking transaction or digitalized already done, already started, right?
Yes, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Everyone has an application in the cell to make payments from home, from work,
Yeah.
not to go in the bank, and so we save very much time from these applications.
Okay. Thank you.
But not
Thank you for
all banking, all second level banking have the application.
okay.
Not
Okay.
all, but I think that but my bank, my Turkish one, I have too many years that have this application. Maybe 4 years, maybe more.
If
Okay.
not problem, you can say your bank.
Also, we use credit
Bank
card,
name.
debit card. When we go outside country, we don't take cash money with us because using credit and debit card, everything is okay with us.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Ms. Zelia, Professor, thank you for your presentation because we see very, very attractive pictures, photos from the Malaysia. I haven't been there. Let's hope to go. Brother, we will go together.
Yes. Sorry, I have one question. Sorry, sorry. I have one question to dear Zaleha.
Okay.
Dear Zaleha, can you hear?
Yes, I can hear
Can you
you.
hear? Yes. Zaleha, please, can you explain on your university about academic activity support, please?
Okay. For us actually, in terms of support, we have to be independent actually. Most of the time we have to be independent. But we have a little support. like a grant, we have a little grant every year, which is offered to the academician. And we also have matching grant where we need to collaborate with others, other university from local and also foreign university. Then other than that, like publication, we have like WS or Scopus, we have like Q1, Q2, we have a little bit support in terms of monetary. Other than that, we have to be standalone when we have to be independent. And part of that, we also have something like we have consultation. In this one, we only have support in terms of in terms of the process, bureaucracy. So they basically they support in terms of that, the process. But you have to on your own to find the funder, everything. Then other than that, in terms of teaching, I think everything okay. We have a good support in terms of teaching. We have we have online teaching. We also have face-to-face teaching. For master and PhD student, postgraduate, it's okay. We have all over the world student. Because most of the time we do online with the student for overseas student. For Malaysian student, of course, they see us face to face. For overseas student, normally most of the time they are away at overseas, but they come during presentation like Viva and also different proposal. Other than that, normally they are away from Malaysia. Other
you
than that,
very
what
much.
else you want to know? That's all I think.
Okay.
I
thank
have a
you.
question for Delia.
Yeah.
Can I do? Okay, thank you. What departments you have in the economic faculty? Do you have an economic faculty?
Yes, Faculty Economics is under my faculty as well. Under my faculty, which is Faculty of Business, Economic and Social Development. My faculty. Then Tourism Department, where I'm in Tourism Department, is part of this faculty. Welcome to collaborate, Laura. We are in the same
Yes, but
faculty.
how many departments are in the business faculty?
We have a lot actually. We have like Faculty of
Except
Business,
tourism one.
Economy. Except tourism. Okay, we have Faculty of Marketing. We have Faculty Economy, Accounting, Policy, Counseling,
Yes.
and also Tourism.
Mhm.
Which is the
We
bigger
have-
faculty.
We have six departments in my business faculty. Is economic science. I am head of department for
Okay.
8 years now. Is a financial and account. Is marketing. Is administration, business administration. Is tourism.
Okay,
Also,
that's good.
yes, almost the same. And also another one, I forgot. It's a
Marketing.
new one. Marketing,
Oh,
yes, marketing,
okay.
business,
You
say marketing.
financial
Marketing,
account.
business.
Yes,
Okay.
and economic
That's
science
good.
or economics.
Yeah.
And tourism
Good.
is a very important department, and with five different programs in
That's
master
good.
and in bachelor. Also, all the departments have bachelor and master. Also, we have a doctorate program in our
Okay.
faculty, and so we have 3 levels of programs in our
Yeah.
faculty. So we
That's good.
can share experience with each other.
Yeah, we can collaborate.
Yes, thank you
Because
very much.
we also welcome external examiner for our PhD and master student for overseas. So that sounds interesting because you also have tourism in your department.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And my faculty has tourism also.
Yeah, in fact, we are also looking for international lecturers, still vacancy for one.
Yes, it
For
will
this,
be
our tourism
it will be
department.
nice that this conference to be the start of our future collaboration. Okay,
Yeah.
brother.
Dear
Okay.
Flora, next congress will be in Albania, yeah?
Yes, let's be
Inshallah.
in April, I think.
inshallah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you
you are
very much.
invited.
Okay.
You are invited
I want to finish
participate.
this good meeting. Thank you very much. Thank you for support. Wish you
Is
see
something? Is
next
somebody else?
Congress.
Is somebody?
Sorry, I couldn't hear.
Zeki, or no?
Okay.
Thank you again for inviting us.
Thank you
And
again.
let's hope
Bye.
to see in
See you
Turkey,
next
in
Congress.
Turkey soon, or in Albania,
Okay. Thank you.
or in
sir.
Malaysia.
Yes, okay.
Greetings
Thank
to
you. Bye
Malaysia
bye.
and Albania and other.
Welcome.
Have a nice
Welcome to our
weekend.
country.
Thank you very
And
much.
congratulations, brother, for the conference.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye,
Yes.
Miss Delia.
Bye-bye.
See you soon. Let's
Bye-bye.
hope. Bye.
Bye.